Archangel Michael says, "You were not supposed to hear it. But the whispers about your body have grown louder than your own truth. Someone has started speaking behind closed doors, and what they're saying is traveling fast. They're not just saying words, they're shaping how others see you. It began as a quiet comment, but now it's a description passed from one mouth to another. A twisted reflection of you, spoken in lies, made to sound like facts. They are saying you look like someone you've never met. Someone with a reputation, a name that doesn't belong to you. They've stitched this identity onto your body without your permission. And people are looking at you differently now. Their eyes are filled with assumptions they didn't have before. You've walked into rooms and felt the air change, like judgment had arrived before you did. Type Amen to get blessing 333. You've noticed the strange stares, the sudden silence when you walk in. They are labeling your skin, your figure, your entire presence. But the truth is, what they're saying isn't even about you, it's about their jealousy. They've chosen to describe you as someone bold, someone too much. They say you look like trouble, like temptation, like something forbidden. But the problem isn't your appearance, it's their inability to accept your light. Archangel Michael says, "Their tongues are sharp, but your soul is armor. What they're doing now will not be left without consequence." They've gone as far as showing pictures of you, editing them to match the lie. To make others believe you are someone else. Someone shameful, someone to mock, someone to laugh at. Type Amen to get blessing 774. They've told others you've changed your body on purpose to gain attention. That your glow, your shape, your aura isn't natural but performed. They're trying to say your beauty is a mask, not a miracle. You were made with grace, but they want to turn that into guilt. They're watching your movements, commenting on how you dress, how you walk. They don't want others to admire you, so they poison admiration with rumors. It's not just talk anymore. It's a campaign, quiet, secret, strategic. They're trying to replace your truth with their version of who you are. And what's worse is, some of the people you trusted are repeating it. People who sat with you, smiled at you, praised you, now echoing lies. They've chosen their seats at a table that feeds on your name. Type Amen to get blessing 555. Archangel Michael says, "Do not be afraid. Because every lie spoken about your body is exposing their own shame. The more they talk, the more they reveal their own darkness. You were never the one in disguise, they were. And now the mask is slipping. They are watching you because they can't ignore your radiance. But instead of honoring it, they distort it. Because the truth about your glow threatens the lie they live in. They say you look like a seducer, a manipulator, a player, or worse. Not because you are, but because they fear the power in your presence. They fear how others respond when you enter the room. Type Amen to get blessing 818. Some are even saying your body is cursed. That your curves, your muscles, your shape invite destruction. They're saying you look like someone from a story they invented. A woman once close to you is leading this. She's describing you in front of others using words soaked in mockery. She's saying things like, they think they're something now, wait till the truth comes out. But there is no truth in what she's spreading. Only projection. Only pain disguised as storytelling. People are believing her because she says it with a smile. She's wrapping poison in sweet tones and passing it as concern. I'm just saying what I heard, she whispers, but she started the fire. Type Amen to get blessing 944. They say you walk like someone who wants attention. They say your eyes seduce even without trying. They say your body is dangerous. What they don't know is that your body is sacred. What they don't realize is that they are stepping onto ground protected by divine favor. Their words are falling into a trap they built for you but will bury them instead. Archangel Michael says, your body holds stories they'll never understand. They mock what they can't comprehend, but heaven recognizes the truth. You were sculpted with intention. There is meaning behind every inch of you. And while they speak lies, God is preparing a stage for your true unveiling. Type Amen to get blessing 303. A man is being influenced by these lies. He once admired you. Now he's listening to the voice of deception that wants to blind him. He's pulling back not because you've changed, but because of what he's been told. They've convinced him you resemble someone he fears. They're using your looks to make him question your character. But his heart knows the truth. And soon it will rebel against the lies. He will come forward, not just to apologize, but to defend your name. A mirror will shatter. One of the people spreading rumors will get exposed publicly. They will accidentally reveal their own envy. Type Amen to get blessing 666. There will be a video, a message, or a leaked recording. One that shows the very person mocking you also copying you in private. They will be seen trying to look like you, dress like you, walk like you. They say you look like a fantasy, and they mean it as an insult. But it's because they can't handle how you turn heads without trying. They've never had that kind of power, so they mock what they can't possess. They're comparing your beauty to someone who's infamous. Someone they think people will judge you for resembling. But their comparison says more about their fear than your truth. Type Amen to get blessing 171. Your image is sacred, yet they want to paint it with shame. They don't realize that every word they speak is being counted. And every lie is placing a mark on their own fate. Your time of hiding is over. Because soon, the one who's been watching quietly will speak. Someone in a position of influence has heard what's been said and is about to expose it. This person has evidence. Screenshots, recordings, dates. Everything the liars thought they'd buried. Archangel Michael says, a fiery truth is about to erupt. And your name will be cleansed in front of all who dirted it. Type Amen to get blessing 292. One person will even try to confess. They'll say they were pressured into talking about you. But the damage they tried to cause will be reversed on them. People will begin coming to you, apologizing, explaining, trying to make it right. But you don't need their apologies to heal. Your healing began the moment you chose silence over reaction. Now, heaven is reacting for you. And this reaction is thunderous. One by one, the people who spoke will feel the weight of what they started. A woman's own body will begin showing signs of stress. Not because of you, but because of the energy she spent trying to destroy you. Her lies will become her sickness. Type Amen to get blessing 888. You are not who they say you look like. You are not defined by their twisted comparisons. You are the original, not the replica. They don't realize your glow is not skin deep. It comes from endurance, from grace, from pain transformed into power. And no rumor can steal what was divinely placed. You are being watched by someone important. They're curious, cautious, but drawn to you. Soon, they will come forward, saying, I always knew something wasn't right about what they said. You are days away from vindication. You are minutes away from revelation. Someone is about to speak the truth, publicly, and the room will go silent. Type Amen to get blessing 444. The lie was meant to destroy you. But it's about to become the platform for your rise. Everything they said about your body, your looks, your presence, they will now regret. Because people will start asking, why did we believe them? They will start seeing the beauty that was covered by gossip. They will see your body as it truly is, powerful, pure, and untouched by lies. And you will walk with your head higher. Not because you proved them wrong, but because you never needed to. Type Amen to get blessing 999. You will notice the shift. Those same eyes that once judged you will now lower in guilt when they meet yours. The laughter they used to disguise their envy will fade into silence. Because what was said about your body will be replaced by admiration and awe. They will say, I never saw it before, but the truth is, they always did. They just couldn't handle how naturally it radiated from you. One of the women who led the smear against your name will vanish from your life. She will remove herself out of shame, out of fear, out of divine intervention. She'll pretend it was her choice, but she will know it was a response from the heavens. A man who remained silent during this whole process will finally speak. He will say, they lied to me. And when he says it, it will feel like chains breaking. Type Amen to get blessing 114. You will not need to explain anything. God will make sure the truth speaks louder than any defense you could give. Your body, your spirit, your essence will do the talking. Archangel Michael says, the one who compared you to someone scandalous will be exposed in front of that very person. Their words will return to them like a mirror, showing their own bitterness. You have survived the venom of whispered lies. But what's coming now is justice, a divine balancing of the scales. Those who mocked your body will now be forced to watch as you are honored. They will try to change their tune. They will say, "I never meant harm," but heaven knows their intention. Their fake kindness will be met with silence from your spirit. Type Amen to get blessing 707. You are not meant to fight them directly. Your strength is not in arguments but in elevation. You rise, while they remain stuck in their own shameful patterns. They say you look like someone who can't be trusted, but the irony is, they're the ones who can't be trusted. They describe your body as dangerous, when really, it is theirs that carries destruction. They are projecting, deflecting, and running from the reflection of their own darkness. You were always the mirror. And what they saw scared them. Because you reminded them of the truth they tried to hide. But now, their whispers are cracking. The web is unraveling. The one who started it all is about to break down in public confession. Type Amen to get blessing 626. There will be a moment, soon, when someone approaches you trembling. Their voice will shake as they admit, "I believe them. I'm sorry." And in that moment, you'll know how powerful your spirit has been all along. Your body was never the problem. It was their minds, twisted, confused, filled with shadows. They were terrified of your reflection, so they called it something else. But now, light is hitting every corner where lies once lived. Truth is illuminating the spaces they used to manipulate. And you will stand untouched by their wicked hands. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Archangel Michael says, the person who likened you to a disgrace is about to lose their influence. Because their words have become a trap they walked into themselves. Type Amen to get blessing 383. Someone is preparing a public defense for you. It may be a post, a speech, or a conversation overheard. But it will dismantle the lies line by line. This person has been gathering proof, silently, intentionally. And when they speak, even the liars will have no reply. What was said in gossip will now burn under the light of truth. One of your silent supporters will become a loud protector. They will confront those who spoke against you. And you won't even have to lift a finger. You will hear them say, "How dare you say that about someone like that?" And the crowd will grow silent. Because the voice that stands for you is one that many respect. Type Amen to get blessing 202. The person who began it all will try to disappear. But the damage they caused will keep echoing in their own life. They will feel isolated, not because you cursed them, but because heaven corrected them. You will see karma gently but firmly taking its place. Not as revenge, but as divine truth. Their life will mirror the chaos they tried to create in yours. And your life? Your life will grow in peace. You will feel lighter, freer, like the lies have finally let go of your name. There is someone who once rejected you based on what they heard. They're about to reach back out, this time, ashamed of what they believed. And you will be in the position to choose your response from a place of power. Type Amen to get blessing 919. The people who labeled your body will start to question themselves. Because others will begin complimenting you openly. Saying things like, "There's just something about them I can't explain." Your glow is returning. The part of you they tried to dim is now too bright to ignore. And they'll have to admit, they were wrong. You were never the villain. You were the lesson. The light meant to show others where they hid their own wounds. Soon, you'll be standing in front of people who once whispered about you. And they will be speechless. Because your transformation won't be in words but in presence. Type Amen to get blessing 777. The eyes that once judged will now soften. They'll lower, filled with guilt, not because you punished them, but because truth has. They'll feel the weight of their own words pressing on their conscience. Your body was the target of gossip, but now it's the example of grace. The comparison they made will backfire, and people will say, "They're nothing like that person." Instead, you'll be called graceful, strong, elegant, divine. Archangel Michael says, "They tried to reduce you to a label. But heaven never labeled you, heaven crowned you. You were made to stand out. You weren't meant to blend in or shrink. You are meant to show others what divine resilience looks like in human form." Type Amen to get blessing 144. The next time someone speaks about your body, let them speak. Because every word they say builds a ladder you're climbing. You are above it now. Above the noise, the shadows, the twisted reflections. Because you walk with angels, covered, protected, chosen. You look like grace. You look like someone who made it out. You look like light. Let them say whatever they want. Because in the end, they will look foolish. And you? You will look like a miracle. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. You will begin to see signs all around you. Strangers will treat you with kindness that feels like divine compensation. They won't know your story, but they'll feel your spirit and honor your presence. People who were once distant will now gravitate toward you with awe. They will be drawn to your energy, no longer influenced by false labels. The rumors are losing power, and your truth is rising above every lie. The woman who first mocked your image will soon find herself being mocked. She will experience the same judgment she handed you. And in her silence, she will finally understand the damage she caused. Her influence is crumbling. The people who once believed her will question everything she says now. Her voice will weaken, but your strength will grow. Type Amen to get blessing 232. A powerful opportunity is about to arrive that will require you to be seen. It may be a public appearance, a presentation, or a platform that displays your essence. This will be your divine moment to shine, not just in appearance, but in purpose. The very ones who said, "You look like trouble," will now say, "We misjudged you." The shift will be undeniable. And you will feel vindicated without speaking a single word in defense. Someone important will mention your name in a positive way. They'll talk about your poise, your authenticity, your glow. And it will silence a room full of those who once whispered lies. Your body will no longer be discussed in gossip but celebrated in admiration. You will hear people say things like, "Their energy changes everything." And that change will begin in spaces that once rejected you. Type Amen to get blessing 3030. The transformation will not just be spiritual, it will be visible. Your skin will glow differently. Your presence will command more than attention, it will evoke respect. What they tried to steal through rumors, God is replacing with radiance. What they twisted with their words, heaven is straightening with power. They said you looked like someone shameful, but now they see someone sacred. A door is about to open that they thought would be closed because of their lies. But your name is still on the guest list. Not only will you enter, you will be honored once you arrive. Archangel Michael says, "You were never the image they painted. You are the masterpiece they could never recreate." Type Amen to get blessing 9191. A healing is occurring in your body. Not just physically, but emotionally, spiritually, energetically. Every place that held the pain of their words is now being touched by light. You will notice your shoulders relaxing, your breathing becoming deeper. The heaviness they tried to place on you is lifting. Because divine hands are removing every residue of shame they tried to attach to you. Soon, you will wear outfits you once avoided. You will walk with a confidence they tried to steal. And your reflection in the mirror will remind you who you truly are. You are not the name they gave you in gossip. You are not the false comparison they repeated behind your back. You are the reflection of divine artistry, bold, beautiful, and whole. Type Amen to get blessing 414. Someone who never defended you before is finally stepping up. They held their silence, but not out of agreement, out of confusion. Now that clarity has come, they are ready to set things right. They will speak in a space where others had believed lies. And when they speak, their words will carry weight. Because they were once quiet, but now they are loud and honest. You won't have to beg for justice. It's already in motion. You just need to stay grounded while the winds of truth clear your path. Soon, you'll receive a message, a confirmation, that someone sees the real you now. Their words will sound like, "I didn't know, but I do now." And you will smile, not out of revenge, but release. Type Amen to get blessing 313. Your body is sacred ground. And those who tried to defile it with their words are being spiritually removed. Their influence is shrinking, their access is ending. They will try to re-enter your life with soft apologies. But you will have already moved into a realm they can't touch. A realm where peace, beauty, and favor are your constant companions. You will start to feel celebrated even in silence. Because heaven is placing crowns where they tried to place curses. Your confidence will return in waves, and each wave will wash away a piece of their lie. Archangel Michael says, the final stage of this battle is not confrontation, it's elevation. You don't need revenge when the view from above is this breathtaking. Type Amen to get blessing 5555. Yo! Will find yourself laughing more. Not the kind of laughter that hides pain, but the kind that confirms freedom. Because what once weighed on your chest now holds no power over you. They said you looked like chaos. But now they see calm strength in your eyes. They said you looked like deception, but your honesty is changing hearts. And most beautifully, they said you looked like the wrong person. But now people are saying, they remind me of someone angelic. Because your glow is not from this world, it's from the divine. What they meant to harm you is now healing others. People who heard their lies are now learning what courage looks like, by watching you. Your journey is becoming a lesson in light. Type Amen to get blessing 6161. A new photo of you will go viral, not for scandal, but for inspiration. People will see what others tried to hide. Your beauty will reach souls, not just screens. And in that moment, the woman who started it all will feel her words return to her. Not with revenge, but with realization. She will finally see that trying to dim your light only made it shine brighter. You will walk past places that once held whispers about you. And those whispers will turn into silence of reverence. They won't know what to say, because you look like someone who overcame. You look like grace survived fire. You look like peace after storm. You look like a walking answer to a divine promise. Type Amen to get blessing 4747. And the story will end, not with their words, but with your walk. Your walk into higher ground, into brighter rooms, into clearer spaces. Spaces where only truth is allowed to follow you. Because from now on, when people speak of your body, they will say, there's just something holy about them. And that something will never be explained, it will only be felt. This chapter was meant to break you. Instead, it built the strongest version of you. The lies shaped a platform, but truth gave you wings. Walk in the glow now. Because it's no longer just yours, it's heaven's reflection through you. You are not who they said. You are far more. Type Amen to get blessing 8888.